Hello, and welcome to Biology 1. My name is Karina Ramig, and this is my 13th year teaching biology and my 7th year at Forest Ridge. I've actually been at Forest Ridge a lot longer because I graduated from Forest Ridge and was a lifer here, so attended school from 5th through 12th grade. So I guess you could add an additional eight years. So I've actually been at Forest Ridge for 13 years. I did have quite a big stretch of time where I wasn't at Forest Ridge. So I went to St. Olaf College and majored in biology and psychology with a concentration in environmental science, and then got my master's degree in biology, studying birds. So if you have bird questions, feel free to ask. I'm super excited to be teaching this class again this year. My approach to biology at the high school level is to think about how these different topics, whether it be from cells or entire ecosystems, how they apply to humans and how they can apply to us. So we take a pretty human-centric approach as we study the various biological concepts. So we'll be learning a lot about human body systems and how our cells and organs and organ systems work together to keep us alive. We'll also think about what our place is and our role is in ecosystems and how our actions can have an impact on, a much greater part of the world than maybe we think about. You'll find everything you need for the class on this Canvas page. If you need some help navigating this course, scroll down and you'll see another video where I'll introduce the various aspects of the Canvas course to you. You can expect to spend between 4 and 5 hours of learning time on biology. If you're, spending a lot more time than that, please reach out and let me know. Likewise, if, you're getting through material really quickly and something really piques your interest, please let me know. And I can, give you some more resources if you want to learn more about something. We're going to have a great year together. It'll look a little bit different, but hopefully you will still have a chance to do some great inquiry learning. Some of you have biology kits now, so you'll be able to do some lab work at home. For those of you who are unable to get a kit, we'll do some creative thinking so that you can also do some actual wet labs at home. We'll also be doing a lot of virtual labs where you'll get to go through the same steps as we would have in the classroom and get some real data to analyze. You just won't be getting your hands dirty. If you read this syllabus, you'll notice that I'm grading this class a little bit differently than maybe some of your other classes. So all assignments, and that includes quizzes, tests, discussions, they'll be categorized as either formative or summative. All formative work you can think of as practice. So, imagine that you're on a soccer team. You go to practice several times a week before your games. Your practices don't count for anything, but that practice is really, really important so that you can perform well at your game and maybe even win. Think of those formative assignments like that practice that you would do for a sport or for an instrument. The more you put into them, the more they're going to help you when it really does count. So you might get a score. You'll definitely get feedback from me. But those grades or scores won't count towards your final grade in the class. Only assignments that I categorize as summative will actually count towards your grades. And so those will primarily be tests and projects, sometimes lab reports. So you won't have nearly as many of those, but you should have a lot of practice to help you prepare for them. If you score below a 70% on an assignment, mostly those summative assignments, or you're just unhappy with your grade, you can actually do a reassessment. Now, you can't just say, okay, I did horribly on this quiz. I'm going to retake it tomorrow. It's really important that you prepare for that reassessment. So, we'll need to meet and we'll talk about your strategy to learn the material in a more effective way before you do that reassessment. Before I sign off here, I have a couple tips for success in this class. First of all, make sure you're keeping up and doing the assignments. Those formative things, they don't count towards your grade, but they are really good practice. So keep up with your reading, take effective notes, make flashcards of the vocabulary from each chapter, and just put full effort into the assignments. Second, it's really important that you participate fully when we are working together as a class. And even if you are working asynchronously, when you are doing assignments, that you really focus on what you're doing and put full effort and thought into those. Along with that, also, feel free to just try things, make mistakes. You can always redo something, and I think we learn best when we actually don't get it the first time. Also, ask questions. You can ask questions from me, from my classmates. You can do that in a Teams chat. You can do it in the discussion, but don't hesitate to ask. It might be that you're confused about something, or you just have a wonder and you want to learn more about a topic. I'm looking forward to a great year together, so I'll see you soon in class.